The number of levels or stories in your design is based on the number of floors. When you're starting your design, you can specify the project settings before you begin, like the number of floors you want, whether you'll include a basement or not, and set default properties for each floor, like the ceiling height and slab or joist thickness. As you can see, the settings correspond to areas in the diagram. So the ceiling height defines this distance, and the slab or joist thickness defines this distance. You can set the ground floor slab or joist thickness separately if there is no basement. When you do have a basement, you can set these properties as well. And these are shown in the diagram when a basement is included. With your floor properties set, you can begin in Quick Start or continue to the plan. When working on the 2D plan, you can move between floors from the Design menu or using the Floor option drop-down. As you draw components and add objects, they are placed on the active floor. So if you want to draw walls on the first floor of your design, make sure you are working on the first floor. You can change the floor properties as you design, and you can see that this floor is positioned above the basement, and the base elevation is unavailable. This means that because floor 1 is specified as above the basement level, the first floor's base elevation is relative to the top of the basement. So the base elevation for floor 1 is set automatically. You can change this to none and then set the base elevation manually. But when you are creating a one-story home with a basement, or a two-story home, for example, it makes sense to have the floor base elevations relative to the floor below. Elevation adjustments allow you to automatically update any existing walls or elements on your current floor, or any floors above the current floor if you make changes that affect the elevation. So if you've drawn interior walls and added other items to your design, and then change your ceiling height, you can automatically adjust these existing items based on the new ceiling height. So we'll change the name here, and you'll see it's reflected on the Floor option drop-down. You can create new floor levels easily by adding or inserting a floor. Say you want to add a second floor to your one-story home. You can position the second level above the first floor, and the base elevation is set automatically based on the settings of the lower levels. We could also insert a new floor level above the basement. If we say that this newly inserted floor controls the elevations for the floor above, that means that the new floor is being inserted between existing levels and the existing levels should be moved up. If we deselect this option, the new floor is independent of the existing levels and the floors stay as they are. This would be useful if you were, say, adding a detached garage and you wanted it to use the elevation settings of an existing floor, but don't want it to affect the other floor elevations. You could also choose None and set your own base elevation for the new floor level. In this case, we'll copy the perimeter walls of a lower level to get us started in creating the walls on the new floor. So we'll add a new floor above the first floor and copy the perimeter walls. And you can see the second floor is now our active working floor. So anything we add to the design is added to the second floor. It's easy to move between floors and even delete floors.